Welcome, family, back to my channel. This is Kathy Yvette. I want to say this is a glorious day. No more snow. Any day is a glorious day when I don't have to see snow. I liked it when I was young. The sun is out today. Happy Monday, by the way. And the snow was gone. Let me tell you something. We had it coming down here on the East Coast. You guys, for those of you who don't know, I'm from the Garden State of New Jersey, and Jersey has, had its share of snow this weekend, more than I had anticipated. If it wasn't snow, it was snow shower. So guess what? It's gone. It's gone. Now it's cleanup time. I'll deal with that tomorrow because I don't have to go into the office until Wednesday. So I'll clean the snow off if I don't get my son to, if my son doesn't do it for me. Hopefully this today, one of us will get to it tomorrow. But yeah, this is it's a mess. It's a mess. And I'm not for the snow because it's a hassle. People don't know how to drive in it. So put in the comments if you still like snow. I mean, it was a great thing when we were young, but now we see it as a mess, right? All I see is cleanup. And I'm not for all that cleaning up. So you can have that, child. I'm not for the snow and ice. But anyway, we are about to get in here now with some more Country Wayne drama. We're going to head down Bethany and Larry Road. And when it comes to Skitlanta, these streets are very hostile, very toxic, very Karenish when it comes to Bethany Newberger Williams. Now, we know a few skits back, which I didn't review, but I'll just touch on it. Jayden called, that's Larry's son, the birth of the baby in Montana. Basically, keep a long story short, he doesn't want Bethany there. That woman basically called his mother out her name, made Christmas a living hell, and he's not for it. Him and his woman does not want to have any parts of negative energy. They want the peace when it comes to the birth of his first child. Larry told Bethany what Jayden's request was. She begging and pleading, of course, I'm just put it like it is in white privilege style, that she must be there. If you can't see the privilege all over this woman's face, is she has no respect over Jayden's wishes. She has no doesn't care, of course, how Lynette feels or the mother of the child. It's all about what Bethany wants. It's always about what Bethany wants. And I'm losing respect for Larry because he lets this woman get away with absolutely everything. He can fuss with her all he wants, but at the end of the day, he acts like he can't control her. This is one of the things that problem her father had, I think. A big problem growing up. I think her father coddled her and let her get away with a lot of mess. We see how Mr. Newberger is with her, and she's just off the chain. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it stems from, something with her childhood or what. But Bethany just has absolutely no respect, and she brings drama and toxicity everywhere she goes. And bottom line, nobody wants to deal with that. And if Larry doesn't see that everywhere they go, every holiday, every function, this woman that you married to brings chaos. And you seem to think that that's okay. Now, bottom line is she can't go, but she doesn't want to hear it. She's crying. She's cooking food. One skit, she lost her appetite, and she's pleading, saying the same thing. No means no. And for Bethany, she can't hear that. How dare other people get to show up at something and I can't? And she's always trying to make claim on these children. Oh, this is my first step grandchild. This, that, and other. It's not your child. It's not your grandchild. These people are not going to want to do anything. And sooner or later, Char will be taking Brooke because Brooke is not going to want to live with her no more. Destiny is not going to want to stay there. It's going to be a detriment. And if he allows this woman to go, he's going to wind up not being able to see his grandchild because they're going to wind up cutting him off. And nobody's not going to want to do anything with Larry or invite him into anything because of this woman. She's very vile. And I can't stand her guts, period. I don't know what's ever going to change Bethany. Him leaving for them few days didn't do it. Within less than 24 hours, Bethany was Bethany again. And it's pure hell. I don't know. Maybe seeing JT sooner or later seeing him. I don't know if that's going to change, but she drove that man crazy too. I want to see more on that storyline with their background. I want to see Jesse. I want to see them interact. I want to see Jesse. With Larry, I don't know if he's ever going to come to the house because this man doesn't seem to want to be around Bethany. Um, so, but it's interesting to know because I like to see how that relationship was. What did she do to him and those around him that made their relationship so vile? Because I heard they brought out the worst in each other. So now, so with that being said, I'm just gonna get into the skit now where Larry gets a call from Jayden, but I mean from Jayden because Bethany called him. And true Bethany fashion, she couldn't take no for an answer, so she's gonna slither behind Larry's back and call Jayden and try to coax this man into having her. I'm not gonna make any peace. I'm not gonna make any problems. I'm sorry for what I did for Christmas and all like BS. Listen, the boy basically, was like, okay, just to shut her up, but he don't want her there. And now he's gonna call and let her know that Bethy was trying to pressure her way into Montana. Now, how is this gonna go? We'll see.
Son, what's going on?
Hey, Pop, how are you?
I'm doing good. Just relaxing, chilling.
That's good.
What's up?
So,
Yeah, I just got off the phone with Bethany.
In beautiful mountains of
Wait,
Montana.
what?
yeah, she called me and told me that you told her what I had said, that I didn't want her to come up here for the birth. And now I'm just in a really tough position
With her because she was almost crying on the phone saying how she wanted to come up here to Montana.
Look, after our conversation, I just feel like I wanted to tell her before she started looking at tickets and start trying to make preparations and everything and get her, getting all excited. I pretty much told her that how you felt about what happened with Christmas and your mom and everything. And I wouldn't expect her to call you.
And I feel like she went behind my back to call you to make
You feel guilty or something like that by not inviting her or not telling her, saying that she didn't want to come.
That's what it was. That's what the conversation turned out to be. I told her, we don't want any problems to be up here when we're giving birth to our baby. Like the last thing I want to worry about is you, her, my mom arguing while we're trying to introduce our son into this world. You get what I'm saying? And just for her to call me and
start doing all this, guilt tripping I'm already in a really compromising position as is. So it's like, I'm just kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now, Pop.
No, you're not. You're not stuck between a rock and a hard place. First, she had no right to call you and guilt tripped you to try to make you feel like, you should accept her to come up there if you didn't want her there in the first place. Second, I don't appreciate her going behind my back, calling you, being sneaky about it. Yeah. I said what I said. I thought she got the picture.
And the reason Bethany can do that, Larry, is because for so long, Larry has been allowing her to do what she wants without any consequence. Why should she listen to you when she knows she has to plead and hum and haw and play victim in true Karen fashion to get her way? She's always the victim. Everyone's always beating up on her. She doesn't have any accountability for her actions whatsoever. So to sit up there and say why she went behind your back, because she can do it, Larry, because your weak punk self allow her to do it. Period. You're a weakling when it comes to Bethany, and you don't know how to control her in any way, shape, or form. She is embarrassing to you, to the family, to now other people in your family. Look, if you don't do something about this, you are going to be shunned because of your wife.
But for her to call you and whatever she said to you, son. Now, what did you tell her after, before the conversation ended between you and her?
Well, to get her off the phone, I'm like, look, we just want good love. We just want good vibes around the baby to bring him into this world. And I was just like, okay, just to get her off of the phone.
What do you want?
Well, I mean, Pop, I don't even want to take the chance. I don't want that. I don't want that up here. If that's the case, no offense to you, Pop, but if that's the case, then I don't know if you can come.
See?
Wow. See? That now. Son, listen.
This is what I said. People are going to start to shun him, uninvite him, not even invite him because of his wife. Now, if you miss the birth of your son because of that woman, because you want her to run ragged and you stay home with her and miss this experience because she can't come, I don't got no more words for you, Larry.
That just hit me pretty hard right there. And I understand why you're saying it. I do understand. So, I mean, I don't appreciate calling you, guilt tripping you, trying to make you change your mind. This is you and Kaylee's thing. Me and your mom want to come and support you and be a part of it. And we don't want no bad vibes, no animosity, nothing to ruin this. So I do 100% understand what you just said.
So I'm sorry that happened. It was supposed to. I'm upset about it, but not at you. But I will
definitely have a discussion with Bethany about this, because that right there is really unacceptable to me and ruining your day, and I don't want to ruin your moment. So,
Yeah.
okay, son.
All right, Pop. Well, yeah.
Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, man. Love you.
All right, Pop. Love you too.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Larry has to learn to be firm with someone like Bethany, who can't take no for an answer. He repeats the same thing over and over. She says, "You don't understand. It's just not right." No, it is right, because she doesn't see anything wrong with her. She doesn't see anything wrong in her actions, and she will justify it tooth and nail. And somebody like that, you can't reason with when they don't look at themselves. You know, it's gonna come to a bad crossroads for you, Larry. I don't know how. I don't know what ever even attracted you. I don't care if it's a sexual thing. Ain't that much wild sex in the world that's gonna have take away my peace of mind. Um, I don't know what it is. You know, she may have started a certain way, but over the years, you starting to see how she really is. And unless Bethany gets some kind of therapy or something to work through her issues, so she can see the error of her ways, you're gonna sit up there and suffer, and you are going to be out of your children's lives, friends, everyone, because they're not going to want Bethany around, and they're not gonna want you around because you always carrying her, and she don't know how to act. Put in the comments what you think about this whole situation, and should Bethany leave? And what about Larry? Do you agree that he shouldn't go, or he shouldn't be allowed to go if Bethany comes? Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And happy Monday and happy MLK Day. Peace.